Hello, Zero here, and welcome to another episode of our Lobotomy Corporation lore run. And we are at day 13, and really nothing special happened in the previous episode, except, of course, that quick lore run character break. But aside from that, well, we'll just continue with the game. Right, I'm just going to adjust my noise suppression a bit. It's still picking up a bit of noise. Anyway, so we got this thing. We're going to try the same thing that we did last time. We're going to try first attachment, then insight. But we are not going to look at it. Alternatively, we are going to try to promote an agent to level 4 or higher. So that's what Velasquez and London are going to set out to do. So London will try to do some work with this guy, the fragment of the universe, and this guy, this girl that we haven't fully unlocked yet. On the other hand, Velasquez is just going to focus on trying to farm justice from the little all-around helper. I always keep calling it the little helper. As for the rest, I'm just going to assign any of these three to do other work, and I might just give. So who is strong enough? I can give Pansy some extra work. I can just trade it with Pansy. So Victor's armor, I am going to give it to Pansy. So they're going to do a quick trade. So he needs the red eyes. Pansy is wearing the penitence. So Pansy is going to work on the new abnormality. And that's basically it. So, yeah. Again, we are going to assign London. And you're going to assign Velasquez. Now for this, we are going to do attachment. As mentioned, Pansy is going to work on that. This one is going to be worked on later. Now this old lady, I'll just give it to Tom. Let's move Tom over there, and while Tom is moving, just set it up like that. I can hear the spiders. Now I am going to move it out of the screen. 1, 2. I can pause it, I think. Yeah, I can still pause it. It won't affect it. Okay, fragment is okay. But unfortunately, and London was damaged a bit. Is it done? Yep, it's done. So, work with 0576 must proceed while the containment unit is outside of the manager's view. I've already talked about that in detail last episode. Now I think we have London has healed up. Not quite yet. London just hasn't returned yet. Velasquez also is not fully healed. So the insight work isn't, the attachment work isn't that great too. and almost killed Pansy. Let's try insight work. Now this should be healed now. London should be healed. Alright, London is relatively high. This should be healed. Insight. No, Pansy's still not healed. Or I can just send someone with a high defense. Who has high defense? Chloe has high defense and 46 health, as opposed to Pansy, who had 46, so it's similar. Only difference is Chloe has better armor, I think. Or not. 0.8 versus 0.7. Chloe should have better armor. Now this one is going to be Tom again. And we've unlocked the name Scorched Girl. The entries on Scorched Girl are almost complete, so as long as we remain conscious, work will successfully finish with her. I think we already read that blurb before too, so I think Raiko would be able to walk there in time. Match burns ever brightly, but Scorched Girl does not move an inch. London closely examines the remaining length of the match. There's nothing and nobody inside that flame. And we finished the research. Now for the abnormality. Excerpt from the abnormality specialist Dr. Redacted's research log. The charred body represents the child's crumbled hope, while the ever-blazing flame represents the obsession for affection. It's always in conflict with the contradiction between these two. We paid a boatload, and that's all they have to say. Okay. Well, kind of disappointing, but nah, it is what it is. Hopefully Chloe doesn't die. I am going to think about what am I going to send to all-around helper as a backup. This would be attachment again with London. I can just send London over after healing for a bit. Now the 0576 is also finished. Was in view for 5 seconds or longer during work, the Cliffhost counter lowered. So that's what's going to happen. We didn't have a bad result that lowered the Cliffhost counter. It's just lowered just because we are looking at it. It doesn't want to be looked at. Now, so both of those were not good. Let's see what else. Attachment, insight, not good. Let's try repression. But first, see what we can do with this. London can work with that. But I'm going to see whether Velasquez can heal up that quickly. Right. Just to be safe, I'm going to move London there. Alright. So London wasn't an issue. Okay, repression work. Let's send someone for repression work. Pansy again. And this again for Tom. I'm going to watch out because the next round is going to be an ordeal. That was bad RNG 3 in a row. Hey, we're done, and we're good with all-around helper. I think we also unlocked one more. Spider Bud is kind of bad because it only has one. This one we haven't unlocked quite yet. Hopefully London can unlock that. Oops. It's also good. Let's see Instinct. Very low. We're gonna have to avoid that. Insight is common, so we'll just take Insight. Right. Think I'll just take this as Insight for London. Then I can get this for Repression for Velasquez. Then the last would be the old lady. And I think it's better if I combine. Or not. I can just combine this. I'll move a strong one there. And combine the rest. Yeah, the last one would be this old lady. It's normal. There's a chance, but hopefully it doesn't kill us. No, it didn't lower, which is good. And finally, let's trigger our deals. Oh, before that, let's unlock the Scorched Girl. Excerpt from recorded staff conversation. Well, she's like a ticking time bomb. No one can tell if she's in a good mood or not. Just hope that we won't be the one blown up before entering the containment unit. She won't get any better. We can only try and keep her from getting worse. And we are going to get this ego suit, which is the 4th match flame. Alright, we got out. One day question passed through my mind. Where did you come from? That buzzsaw's really doing work. I think these guys are going to deal a decent amount of damage before it does the charge attack and kills everyone in the freaking room. That was pretty strong. Yep, killed everyone in the freaking room. Yeah, that's a strong attack. That was a very, very strong attack. Okay. Tom... I can just leave our people where they are right now. So what do we need? We need to do more work. London can do more work on that. Velasquez, I think Velasquez has already enough health to deal with that. So So we're going to also need to do insight work with someone. It's 34 health. Pansy has 46. This is 6%. Oh well, let's just stick to the plan and let Pansy do the work. Right, set. We just look at a different abnormality because we can't really look at the training team. It's kind of weird that we are not getting good results out of the all-around helper. And London is still good for another go. Okay, that's done. 576 became completely stationary when it was out of the manager's view. These takes this into account when suppressing it. Someone's persistent gaze can be felt from the keyhole inside the machine. It blinks but never closes. The purpose of the eye or what it is observing is unknown. Anyway, all of this was... yeah, I've already talked about it last time. And... eeny, meeny, miny. Oh. So it's also common for repression, but it goes to high. And our old lady is no longer something we can farm. I could let Tom just do more work for that. But who has an armor? Chloe has armor. I can let Chloe try the repression work here again. Where's Chloe? Hopefully Chloe doesn't die. And Velasquez needs to heal up first. Velasquez. And one more. Let's just see what are... Chloe's taking tons of damage. And she somehow survived. Good. Okay, so the best is repression work, though it's just common. After several experiments, it had been discovered that when one or more employees stare at the abnormality, the condition becomes far worse. Now... not sure whether... I'm pretty sure once Velasquez is done with this, she is going to be promoted. Especially with that low of a justice. And also the final thing from the Force Match Flame. It has a cliff off counter of 2. Very low in the attachment. So if we want to fail it, we can just do attachment work. So the Force Match Flame, very slow, also very long range. Not very long, but just long range. And the final story. Excerpt from the counseling log. I never thought the abnormality would be able to escape. Maybe we were getting careless, but it seems that all it could do was burn up the match stuck in its body. Yes, our response was a bit late, admitted. Most abnormalities that tried to escape would attack the employees in front of them, but this one didn't show any aggression toward the nearby employees. Instead, it headed to a different department, the most crowded place in the company. If we didn't suppress it at the door, half of the people here wouldn't be in one piece. Yeah, it seemed that it's heading for someone when it reaches, and it just then after 5 seconds of meeting the target, it would blow up. And that's that for our Scorched Girl. For this one, nope. We can wait for that for next turn. And hopefully that's enough for a promotion. Yes, training team unwanted kindness cleared. London was upgraded as expected with both prudence and temperance, but even more so, Velasquez is now level 3 justice. And we can proceed to the next day. Now, day 14. This should be a tool. 1. Eventually, intellect loses all meaning as they forget even how to exist. Excessive aspiration would bring about unwanted frenzy. When time comes, train will chug down the tracks and sound its mighty horn. How was your day? During mine, I happened to notice that a certain employee filled their water bottle with Bear brand beer, and had proceeded to drink it during the workday. Sometimes I wonder what it would feel like to be intoxicated. One time, I was infected with a virus that prevailed throughout the net at that time. It caused me to perceive everything 10 times slower. They say intoxication is similar to that. Everyone laughed at the way I moved sluggishly. Excuse me, manager. Your facial expression is hard to read today. If you need to say something to me, please do so. So remember, previous episode, we were given Pinocchio. Are you going to sabotage the company? Will you ever harm me? Are you going to sabotage the company? I am an artificial intelligence created by and for the company. Every conversation between us is recorded and monitored. And now you're asking me such a ridiculous question, whether I am going to act against the company? Let me give you an answer. I only exist as part of the system. Such a plot does not exist, nor will it ever be written. If it were, it would not succeed. But please do me a solid. Angela somehow knows I have the stuff. I assure you, it's just for counseling purposes. That's, actually... I heard Eugene's been forced into that counseling program. This is ridiculous. That guy's already got his hands full, and now he has to take her stupid counseling? Poor Eugene. What can an employee do against a Sephiroth order anyway? I doubt she really cares about us. She's just doing this to make herself feel superior. More work for us, I guess. Just ignore them, Hod. They're always so negative. Could I have some of that, Netsa? Oh, hey, manager. Congratulations on your success. Well, this is just for counseling, yeah. Why does everyone hate me? Why won't they appreciate my kindness? I thought I was the nicest Sephiroth who cared the most for the employees. Other Sephiroth are so occupied with their own work that they don't even care about how their subordinates end up. The corporation treats them as if they're expendable resources. I'm different. I really do care about them. I'm not a cold-blooded machine like Isad. I'm not a haphazard like Malkuth. And I'm definitely not a oh it can't be helped person like Netza. Just why? Mission. I just want to be a good person. I've written and directed so many manuals and educational programs, but I learned that nothing beats hands-on experience. It's all about real experience in the field, manager. The employees will have to tough out hardships to hone their skills. Unfortunately, not all our new hires survive their first few encounters with the abnormalities. Goal is suppress 4 different abnormalities. Want to expand the training department and get going with management? I'm sure it will be very useful, manager. Okay, since we're going to research this next day anyway, if we succeed, I'll try to succeed in the mission today. At any rate, we are just going to do the other one. It just increase our clerk stats, which will also increase their survivability. Now, we need to suppress 4 abnormalities. And we've already got 4. Actually. We don't want to deal with this. This is kind of strong for us right now. But we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Which is this mechanical abnormality. And yeah, let's just make them breach all then. Let's just make them all breach. I'll let Velasquez take the brunt of the damage, but we also need someone with black defense. So, Grinder Mark IV also is black defense. Not quite as strong as Fragments from Somewhere. I'll just use Fragments from Somewhere to yeah, take the damage for that. But Velasquez has pretty decent pretty decent stats. So now we also have a bunch of we also unlock a Grinder Mark IV. We haven't unlocked a new armor, so I can just give the Grinder Mark IV to someone. Tom, I can give that to Tom. So Tom can work on... And after Dakota, Tom can work on that. Alternatively, I can give it to Christopher. Just for the heck of it. Tom is going to be Penitence, and Christopher can do that. And Solitude. I'd love to throw it away from Ver, but Ver is already has a ranged weapon, so it's not really an issue. Again, main goal for today, finish this one. Now, first off, let's deal with this. Let's send someone who is... Again, let's just send Velasquez over. And Tom... Is Tom already level 2? No, Tom is level 3 after all that work. So next one would be Orga? No, Raika. And we are just going to send everyone there. Right, that's one. Let's suppress it as quickly as possible. It's pretty tough. But it's not attacking us. No one's taking any damage. And that's one. Next one we are going to deal with is Flame. Let's let Velasquez heal up. I'm moving everyone here because based on what the story says is that it goes to the most crowded place in the company. Not sure whether that's true or not, but we are not going to take any chances. Velasquez. Unfortunately, Velasquez has pretty high temperance, so he got lucky there. Almost got lucky. And another one. Now we're going to have to watch out who is going to take the boom boom. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. That's that. Let's see who is going to be taking the boom. Doesn't seem to have someone here. And Velasquez is safe. Doesn't have an icon saying that it's her. And we are just going to send the strongest first, or the range first, just in case we accidentally send someone who is the one who is going to blow up. Send Dakota. Where's our other gun? Okay, it's going here. Okay, it's Delta 26. I'm not sure whether we have enough time before we can attack Scorched Girl, but it seems that probably don't. Nope, we don't have time to deal with Scorched Girl. Hopefully Delta will... Does it count as suppressed if Scorched Girl blows up? I don't think it does. Is it suppressed? No, it doesn't count as suppressed. Right, plan B. We're going to send everyone next door. I can just send. Who needs some? Let's give it to Orga and let them do some work. Also needs instinct. Kota needs some instinct work. You. I'd love to have this ranged weapon. And unfortunately, it's okay. Now, Orga, just go do some work. Yes! I'll let Orga do that work. Yeah, that's a problem. We got a bunch of people here who have pretty high. Orga. God damn it. Orga. What? What? Just a high probability. Okay. Alright, the old lady approach isn't really helping us. We probably won't have enough for that. So what I'm going to do is try moving everyone from... Anyway, I'm just going to try to move everyone who is from the department away from the department. Like Raika. I'll still use Velasquez. I think we can return just notes. And Velasquez. So it's not attacking the most populated, but it's attacking someone from the department. Right. Let's find where the matchstick is. Okay, who has the matchstick? Either one of you guys has the matchstick. Everyone else, let's just suppress that girl. Easy peasy. That's two. And we can just let the old lady do whatever. No, that was wrong. Next would be this Forsaken Murderer. Still far away from that. Is it attachment? Nope, repression. Let's go with someone who has very high repression. The last guess again. And it's gonna breach. 2, 1. Breach time. Well, let's just set Velasquez to whatever. Ooh, what's that? That wasn't a lot. And one more, the fragment of the universe. So it's going to take 2. So instead of dealing with that, I am just going to trigger the dawn. Let's trigger the dawn. First, let's make people return to their bases. I would love it if the Crimson Dawn would make this guy breach. What I won't want it to do is make this guy breach. This guy can breach anytime. And a double Rika. Just pump up the old lady. Let's speed this up in post. Might actually make sense. Heal up. More. And red. Crimson Dawn's not here. Can go with Tarisha, and there's really nothing about Tarisha that's going to affect us. I was thinking it's going to teleport somewhere. Force match flame. Really? You want to make it breach? To live is to yearn and fight our desires. Alright, I'm gonna try my best not to get Crimson Noon, but Crimson Noon is also fairly doable anyway, so I'm not going to be afraid of that. So let's just send everyone here. It's very low. It's insight? No, they're pretty common. Need instinct. So as the lowest, I could send Christopher. You can send Velasquez still. Or London. That's 0.8. Galena. Let's try London. That's normal. Normal though. Good. London doesn't need to heal. Or not. We can let London heal a bit and find someone who can do it. Velasquez again. Problem with Velasquez Prudence is only 2. Might go mad. Pansy is... Pansy is decent enough. She can do it. Just one more left. It's good. Unfortunately. As for the noon, we can just ignore it. We can just group our people in one room and pretty much ignore it. Hopefully this breaches. Right. It's using its special attack. It's just I don't think it's a huge damage, but I need to move Galena. Where is Galena? Is this Galena? Okay, Galena's safe, and everyone's healed up. Now the problem is we need to be able to farm enough for the next round. Alternatively, I can just escape the Red Dawn. Right, who needs this? Dakota needs this. And I can just send Christopher again. And just send Christopher. Hopefully that's high enough. This is 14. This is another 14. 12. 14. Get someone with very high. To work on to getting 14. This is 16 though. Yeah, we won't be able to. Oops. We still need a bit of energy before we can do that. So we are just going to hunker down and try to escape the Crimson Noon. Yeah, we have options there how we're going to deal with Crimson Noon. We can I mean, we can definitely take it down, but right now, I think it's better to just ignore it. Who else needs health? Let Dakota do work with that. Spider Bud is also red damage. And I can let Velasquez still work on it. Or I can let Christopher work on it. This is gonna be a bit annoying, but really have no choice. Tom is 40. Vera can't do that. Is this 14 too? No, it's just 12. This is also 12, sadly. There's the harmony of skin. Good, the harmony's there. It's not going to be running towards us anytime soon. Which is good. Just watch where it's going to go. I think someone who needs it. Laika? Raika? I think I can do it. Oh, come on. Nope. Nope. Run the fuck away. Who else can do work? Warga can do this too. You can send it to Tom. And just one more, I guess. More work. And it's just Hay class, but I don't think we have enough firepower to deal with that, especially that we've finished the mission. I'm not willing to take the risk. Besides, it's just 3 left. And that's that. Workday complete. You got 3 promotions, and the mission, I just want to be a good person. You are clears that. Christopher didn't rank up in Justice. Dakota ranked up. Tom also ranked up. Raika ranked up. Day 15. So, now this would be for the other department. Teardrop fell from the child's dewy eyes, a star showered from the sky. The world falls into a slumber, trapped in an ecstatic lullaby. This magic blue bullet can truly hit anyone, just like you say. The girl begged in tears, "Mister, please cut off my feet." And as mentioned, we're going to go with F0169. Nice. This magical bullet can truly hit anyone, just like you say. Did you hear the news, manager? They say a rodent found its way into the appliance room, one of our facility's restricted areas. This could become a serious issue. Removing the rodent cell should not be much of a problem. However, its feces and the cables they have gnawed on may damage the system. This is one of the reasons why I've emphasized security so much. You would do best to remember that. I will personally deal with the rodent this time. But if you happen to find any rodents, manager, please notify me immediately. Is it true, Tiffany? All you wanted out of me was some enkephalin? But you lied. What lies? I never lied to you. You always lie to us when we're in a vulnerable state. What's the point of your counseling? The only one you're trying to comfort with your lip service is yourself. You thought that the momentary satisfaction could make you a better person? That's not true. Not at all. No matter what you do, you're never going to become a good person. And we're all going to die in the end. Feeding your ego through kind acts makes you a better person? You must be so hopelessly delusional to think that. No. We will all die. I want to be a good person. For what? Next mission, practical training. Thanks to your excellent leadership and hard work, our employees are now more capable than ever. If they can show off the results of your perfect management and suppression skills to their co-workers, I'm sure they'll have more effect than any silly document or video. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep hearing things. Goal: complete a day with 5 or more level 5 employees deployed. And our final training team expansion. That doesn't add any more abnormalities, but increases the amount of clerks we have, as far as I know. Now, we successfully completed the mission, and we can research our final project, which is improving hiring procedures. Increase new hire agent stats. This will increase the stats of the new hires by a little bit, but not really that much. That's why we saved it for last. Hiya, manager. And we still haven't finished this. Yeah, we were focused too much on the mission and we forgot about it. Also, we forgot about this one. Okay, so we still have time. I think I'm just going to do a suicide work with this. Hopefully someone dies so I can retry. If none, then right, we have enough P boxes for this one. And this abnormality is Schadenfreude. It's got a decent armor, all-around armor. A hay-class, decent all-around hay-class armor. Ooh. From this, and we got now some experiment logs. Experiment D002. An employee was sent in after covering their eyes with a thick cloth. The cloth must be made from fine opaque material. Tests must be conducted to ensure that the cloth completely blocks their vision. After entering the abnormality's containment unit, they face the direction of the abnormality for 10 seconds. No reaction. Experiment D003. Similar to experiment D002, the employee was sent in with their eyes covered. The cloth was identical to the one used in D002, but allowed the employee to discern some forms. After entering the containment unit of the abnormality, they faced toward the abnormality for 10 seconds. After 5 seconds, it aggressively approached the employee. Experiment halted. Experiment D004. This time, a blind employee was sent in without any covering. The employee faced abnormality for more than 30 seconds. There was no reaction. Please dispose of subject used in D004 immediately. Again, there's really nothing we have to add. We're just going to continue what we were doing earlier. I could farm Christopher's repression either with Schadenfreude or this guy. Dakota, I can farm either. I can farm the repression work. Can do more repression work. And the rest, Reich is now 3 also. So Orga and Vera need to work on Temperance. So I can move Vera again to do some work. And Orga again, assign Orga, just assign Orga to... No, I'll just assign Vera for the fragment and Orga for the old lady. Then... these guys are already mostly full also. Alternatively, I could assign Victor to work on Temperance. But other than that, I would rather them work on their Fortitude or Prudence. Anyway, if anyone is still available, say like Mackie, can work on Prudence, I can just give them Welchers. Now, what is this? This is a ball. Let's order some random person to do some work with the ball. Vera, you go here. No, Vera, you go here. Orga, you go there. Let's see if this will kill our person. If it kills it, we're going to just end the day. And Christopher. Oh, I can give Velasquez this. Nope. I can give Velasquez this. That was interesting. Give it to Vera. Give it to Orga. Yeah. Orga. I think the only one that caused them to complain is the old lady. Just have to endure this. No. Right, 1. Stats regarding justice will increase greatly when behavior adjustment is equipped. So it's behavior adjustment. However, all stats regarding prudence will drop at the same time. Anyway, it's an electronic device with a mysterious symbol engraved on it. Who else needs insight? Dakota needs insight. Now let's just send Dakota there. Who needs instinct? Everyone from the formation team already had decent instinct thanks to that last thing we did yesterday. Alright, who's going to work on Schadenfreude? Everyone's who's wearing the Grinder Mark IV is not available. Alright, number 2. The wearer will enter a panic if ordered to return behavior adjustment within 30 seconds of equipping it and will die shortly after showing abnormal behavior. Can't return it in 30 seconds, but we're already 1 minute. It readjusts everyone to become righteous, no matter how wicked, evil, and arrogant they may be. I'll just do Schadenfreude. It doesn't seem to be doing anything silly. So I'll just send someone like Dakota to Schadenfreude. And send Velasquez again for some prudence work. Let's see what's... This one's going to be... Raika or Orga? I forgot. Okay, it's Orga. It's Schadenfreude and this guy. So, in other words, totally doesn't matter. Vera is not fully healed yet. That's odd. Where the fuck is Vera? Didn't I move Vera here? Alright, Vera's not fully healed. Who else needs some insight? No, I am going to wait for this to finish. We got Amber done, which is not bad. And let Velasquez do it again. Now I can let Velasquez do the Schadenfreude, and I can let someone else with low prudence do that. Raika's already there. Wait. If the wearer's SB hits zero while behavior adjustment is equipped, they will instantly die. However, if its users will become too dependent on the device and lose all ability to think on their own. Alright, let's just send Raika. Then I'll send Velasquez over here. And the final part of Schadenfreude, it's got another buzzsaw. We now have two buzzsaws. Gaze and Grinder Mark IV. Ooh, memo. When training employees who have never worked on this abnormality before, it goes without saying, but please make sure to tell them not to look at the abnormality directly. If someone raises doubts about this, tell them what happened to employee Yumi, who didn't follow instructions and stared directly at the abnormality. Memo 2. Employee Yumi can no longer be in charge of this abnormality. She claims that she is under constant surveillance, but this is a preposterous accusation, and we believe that she has a severe delusional disorder. Most of what she says is nonsense, but to put it simply, she claims that someone keeps watching her, whether she's eating or going to the restroom. Also, whenever she sees something like a keyhole or a crack in the door, she will become hysterical and try to seal any hole that she sees. However, what's more aggravating is that her mental corruption levels read normal, which makes it difficult for us to dispose of her by the system. Please replace her soon. Now, Memo 3. Oh, the request we made before was resolved. Employee Yumi was found in her room. She covered all the holes in her room with duct tape, including the vent. She even stabbed her eyes out with a pen. The delusional disorder seems to have been resolved as well. She's not muttering nonsense anymore. However, I have to wonder why you would want to send a blind employee to the containment unit again. I don't know what experiment D004 is about, but I don't think it will do much good. And D004 is the blind employee, which is Yumi. Just an excuse to dispose of Yumi as a D class. Now, it's not this way, but again, if you just don't show it in view, it's pretty much not an issue. Now, who do we send again? I'll send either Christopher or Velasquez. Christopher seems to be the best for that right now. Who else needs some prudence work? And sure, let's send Galena. Scorched Girl, finally we have enough for the cannon. Right. Vera again. Nope, not Vera. Why did I send Vera? Should be Orga. This should be Vera. Shattered Voidas, done, but we only got 8 out of it. Unfortunately. Who else can work on it? I can send London again. Velasquez already 4. Velasquez needs to work more. So who else needs instinct work? Everyone's already 3 though. So I can just send someone here. Who is the lowest? Either Victor or Galena. Just send Victor. Alright, let's just wait. So we have enough people. So that's 3 though. Yeah, we have enough people, doesn't really matter. Just don't have any range though. But they are strong enough. Shouldn't be an issue. Just a long wind-up time. But no one's taking any serious damage. Reich is taking some damage, but not that serious. Okay. How did we miss this though? And they teleported again. Christopher can deal with that. It's not taking any damage. They're taking 8. Oh. He'll just be replaced with someone else. That's a lot of confidence. Right, let's look at who else. Lots of people need prudence though. Let's give someone here some prudence. Christopher? Sure. I'd love to give Christopher more of that. Hmm. Yeah, Pansy and Victor also need more of that. Mackie needs also still needs some. Mackie and Victor still need some of that. But yeah, need to finish that team first. Green Noon is also kind of iffy. I'm not sure if we can survive that. I mean, we can do it with a bit of micro, I think. Maybe. So we need 42. How can we get 42? I'm just getting 8 out of these guys. Just getting 8 out of this guy. The most you can get 11. I'm gonna send Christopher again. It's also 8. So seems like we are going to have to deal with Noon. Green Noon. Anyway, so that's that. There's really nothing special about this one. Behavior adjustment. Eventually, intellect loses all meaning as they forget even how to exist. So we're going to have to deal with Noon. And it's gonna be micro. Gonna be micro heavy. So Green Noon is doable just as long as you wait for them to shut down. That's basically it. Just have to wait for them to shut down. And I'm going to just send my higher level units to deal with them. The ranged and the higher level units. As for the rest, well, they can just go home. Anyone who isn't ranged. Just let's send Adam there. No, I'm going to move here just to save Adam. Right. Now let's see whether whether London can take this damage. Yeah, so that's what we're waiting for. That shutdown. That's what we're trying to avoid. Nope, you fucking run away. Oop, 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 oop. Bitch, where did you shut down? shut down in the middle of the fucking door. It shut down again in the middle of the door. That's annoying. So we can take one buzzsaw hit. Who has ranged attacks? And a guy with a gun. Oops. Okay, they're dead. And it shut down again in the middle of the freaking door. Annoying. We need control. Lobotomy Corporation is gonna be remade. We're going to need... We're gonna need control groups. Ooh! 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 Varys dead! Well... That's one way to end the episode. So... Schadenfreude, easy to do. This one, behavior adjustment, not an issue. Anyway, that was a longer than usual episode. So I'll just have to cut it right there. And, well, I have really nothing to say. So, see you in the next episode.